Hi guys, so you probably heard that people trying to organize some sort of a boycott. We want to use good change rather than boycott, as this should be a positive change. We all know what's it about. Many of you have many questions and many of you don't believe it's going to change a thing. Do I believe it will? The initial idea was to prepare some sort of an organized blackout for a longer period of time, with the potential of repeating it until we are hurt. But when people from different kingdoms started to speak to each other, it appeared all are so angry with what's going on in the game at the moment, they wanted to start the action now. That's why some kingdoms did Defend Don't Spend KVK. It was the first action to getting the ball rolling. Players were desperate to do something now, so they did. How did the game reacted to it? The first leaks were to VIP service and game responded with flash sales. Great move on game side, I appreciate it. It's very egocentric to think it's caused by first boycott or good change move. How I can see it differently though, if flash sales weren't here since September and they were never in game before. What we want to accomplish? We want to pass the message on to developers via one or two monsters. Lucas Rat agreed to talk to the reps. Maybe I'll announce another monster soon. We are working on the list of things that need to change. It's not easy to listen to all of the ideas, but the top ones are fixing the glitches, slow down releases, or at least don't multiply new items in one release, for the love of God. Update rewards in events and in other places according to current devaluation. Limit gambling elements, correct privacy policy, right now it contains very disturbing elements, and do something with guards. My personal favorite is that part. Inside the castle is horribly outdated, which should be either discontinued or updated immediately, like Astrologer, Mystic Jackpot, Alliance Store, Alliance Trade, Docks, Munitions Exchange, Tribute, Gunpowder Legends, Hall of Champions, Bank, Hall of Heroes, Personal Bounties. Who even remembers some of these even exist? These elements used to have great impact on players. They were logging in to click or do these activities. Now they're more or less useless. Remember, this part is very important to me, but each player has different agenda and different priorities. How we want to accomplish stuff? We started by an attempt to boycott good change during KVK. The movement started very late on Thursday. It was not enough of time to inform all the people. Also, some said they want boycott. In my opinion, KVK is not the best tool because many monsters wait just for KVK. But we need to continue with limiting or completely no spending in the following week. The time is not set up yet. Game already responded with these flash sales. That's adorable. What can you do? Well, don't spend. You can't resist. Try to spend less. Any change is a good change. But is 50% coming? How can you expect me not to spend? I know it's coming. You can easily do the event, but simply don't spend excessively. Use everything you have in the bag to upgrade stats and gain points. Why no spending? Game exists because of the microtransactions. I know that two monsters spending 20k per month are equal 100 players who spend 200. So this movie is for both groups. I know many monsters don't want to stop spending because they're afraid other monsters won't follow and will gain advantage. It's a fair fear. Smaller spenders, why don't you try? You have nothing to lose, to be fair. You will save money and you will save time if you decide to limit your time in game. It's a win-win for you. But previous boycotts didn't do anything. Really, you think there was no change? I personally played this game for almost 4 years. Customer service is still very bad, but there was no VIP service before. Service itself was dreadful. You weren't able to fix anything. Now, at least they try. They also did 2 rounds of the interviews with players. They pushed for migrations, although so far not very successful one. That's one part. The other is what I always repeat. Boycotts raised awareness. We are now aware of many things like we have a voice. They sometimes listen. Do they listen what they want? Probably. Check out New Fun Plus headquarter. It's lovely. I imagine many bugs and glitches could be fixed for the cost of this beautiful new headquarters of our beloved developer. What else? People gather in communities. They make friendships. They talk about everything bad in game. Again, the top things are constant glitches and bugs, how game contains too much of a gamble element, etc. Players are now aware of some mechanisms. We explain them to all. We educate that when game does something wrong with your pack, you're eligible to refund. If you think past Boycott did nothing, well, me and my old kingdom in the past decided to stop spending or limit it tremendously. I myself did it and never came back to these spendings. Many players stopped spending and never started again. This was the biggest success of that boycott. This was huge success. What game changed for worse? In some elements, yes, they're ridiculous. About mermaid, animals, memory or puzzle event. Really, these things being in game offend me personally. Somehow I know it offends many of you. Whenever I see any roll of carnival, produce diamond, build something to gain 10k foot. Really, Guns of Glory, can you not bother us with these stupid non-important events? I hope next time I'll be ready to state what's our exact list of things we want to change. What can you do today? Change your profile picture for this one. Spread the news. Rate 1 star in your app store if you haven't done it before. Message me so I could add you to the room where stuff happen. And well, be positive, don't complain. People need to see the hard work. Read tons of messages, idiotic ones included. Step by step to see or not to see the results. Have hope and let us do something for you. You may do a lot by yourself, but if only you want to help.